Welcome everyone, whether you're watching it, the recording, or you're here in person. It's lovely to be with you. Energetically, physically, in every way, we are learning this multi-dimensional body is a space traveler. We are trapped in certain ways in time and space, but in many other ways we know it in our dream world. We know it when we get premonitions that I've been here before, and so we get inklings and ideas that we're multi-dimensional beings. So today that's what we're going to explore. We're going to do a set called the 10 bodies, which I haven't done for a while now, and so it's quite a number of exercises in it, so we're going to get straight into it. So let's get going. Coming into easy pose, feeling yourself grounded into earth. We're living on this plane and inhabiting this flash of time that we've got on earth in these extraordinary times of transformation, change, scary times. Everything in me is becoming disconnected in some ways from the old, because this is what's happening. A lot of suffering, pain, and yet here we are. These are the times we're living in, and the best we can do is to be grounded, number one, in our physical body. So coming into our bodies, you're feeling our sitting bones on the earth, our back as straight as we can make it, lifting the shoulders, dropping them down. Allowing each moment in this body to count in this vessel. Bringing your hands into prayer mudra, softening our faces, tucking our chins, dropping our shoulders, sitting proudly in our bodies, fully living the years we have on earth. Holding our hands, feeling the energy between them right at the heart center. Closing the eyes, gently lifting the eyes to the brow point. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And now breathe in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om breathing in, filling the whole belly with breath like a little Buddha. This is the pranic body we're inhabiting here on earth. We live in this energetic system, the multi-dimensional system, holding the breath and then breathing out. Moving from the automatic to the conscious. Life can live us And then when we become aware, we can begin more to live life rather than allowing it to whoosh us through. So let's start with our hands, the opposite hand on the opposite knee and the other hand behind, twisting to release the spine, looking over your shoulder, feeling into the position, and releasing back to the other side. And come back to the center, rolling the shoulders, the whole of this class, stay very present with what's happening in your body and your breath and your jaw, changing directions, lifting the shoulders up, feeling the tension and dropping. And sitting very still, using some belly breaths, feeling the electromagnetic field, that as long as we have breath, this electricity is living in our bodies. We are one big electromagnetic field. When we do CPR, we're giving electricity to the heart to see if the heart's own electrical system can kick in again. So feeling into this electromagnetic field. And begin some Sufi grinds, moving our bodies, our spine, our breath, staying in this physical body, because this is the place that we've been born into. And a lot of our lives, if you're like me, we spent numbing to that, just so that we can live, exist, make life tolerable. We can dissociate, we numb, feeling now into every joint, every pain, every ache, every movement of this miraculous body we've been given. Making your circles bigger and bigger. Allowing yourself to flop through it, being held at the base, right through the base chakra. And changing directions. And as you continue trusting your body to hold the weight, to remain centered as the upper body is allowed to release to the lower triangle. Coming back to the center. We're going to begin. I just want to the first few exercises we're going to do in the set, do breath of fire. So if any of you on your monthly period don't do breath of fire, it's too strong a breath, long deep breathing. The rest of us, we will do breath of fire. And breath of fire is just pulling the belly in on the out breath. So it's like sniffing out, like that. And if you hyperventilate, stop and go back to deep breathing. So we're going to begin by lying flat on our backs. And as I was practicing this a bit earlier this morning, I was imagining I was in the grave. I was just a dead lump being held right down in the earth. Allow your whole body to sink into the earth. Feel each part of your spine connecting down. You'll feel that the nook in your back, that it will be raised slightly, but otherwise feel your shoulders on the ground, your hands facing down into the earth. Feel into your feet, your heels. Drop right down. And as with an embryo, you begin to feel your heart beating, the first part of the electrical current of this multidimensional being, the electricity of connecting to the heart of the human. See if you can feel into your heart beating. Surrendering to the earth. Now bringing your attention to your breath, because as we're born, so breath comes in to this field of energy, and the soul, which is the first body in these 10 bodies, lands formed on earth. And so we experience this landing. We're going to do stretch pose, which is a bit of a challenging pose to start with. Your hands are going to be out in front, but you may need to support your lower back under. Your head is up, or you may need to support your head or keep your head down. Both feet are up 6 inches, toes pointed. If that's too much, keep it at one foot, but it's going to be that belly breath of fire. So the full pose is looking to your toes, your eyes are 9/10 closed. It's a very strong position. And if your neck hurts, drop it down. And in this, we're going to not do it for long, a breath of fire, pumping that belly, feeling into the soul connecting to this body on earth. Halfway through. Nearly there. Take a deep breath in and pull the root lock. Tighten the bottom muscles, drawing this electric energy through the body to feel it, and release down. Feeling the heart beating, the energy it takes for us to live on earth, and to fully inhabit this physical form. You're going to go straight into the second exercise, which is curling up. So you're going to curl your knees, and if you can, bring your head up to your knees. If not, if your neck's sore, leave your head down. And we're going to continue. This is for the negative mind, the second body, which is our protective mind. So I like to imagine I'm a seed, I've got a lot of protection around me, and I'm protecting myself, but this very position also, if it's overused, we go into a shell. So we're going to begin a breath of fire, experiencing the protectiveness of the negative mind, but also its limitations. Eyes closed, and a breath of fire. When overused, the negative mind goes into fear. It's based really in protection, which is fear-based. It's our automatic nervous system which always is looking for danger, protection. And we love ourselves enough, we will keep ourselves safe from danger. Or we will seek out those who can protect us when we're very vulnerable. Nearly there. Take a breath in and release down slowly. Feeling both the tension and then the release of each of these 10 bodies. Stay released, relaxed. Just thanking this negative mind for its protection, but also recognizing that when it's out of control, fear takes hold of us and all sorts of fear-based anxieties come. Now coming up slowly up into sitting, into easy pose. We're going to the positive mind, which is the ego. The positive mind is really important. It's all about going out there, believing in ourselves, getting what we need, but we do know the huge dangers of what the ego does when it becomes self-inflated and it's not connected to the soul, our soul purpose. So we're going to be doing something called the ego eradicator. So you're going to feel into this, into the electromagnetic field. Our hands are scrunched down, our thumbs are out, and we're up at 45-degree angle with our thumbs kind of pointing in a lot of Kundalini Yoga is around angles and triangles. So our thumbs are pointing nearly to an invisible point just above. Back straight, chin tucked, and so we're feeling into the positivity of the importance of our ego going out there, but also its dangers. And we begin again a breath of fire. Arms as straight as you can. Guys, looking up to the brow point, which allows the ego to connect with wisdom. Feeling those hands grabbing on. Are they grabbing on to self-image, or are they grabbing on to our soul purpose? A few more seconds. Take a breath in. Lift the arms, touch the thumbs together and lift the hands up to release the tension and surrender this ego to the higher purpose. Holding the breath, pulling the root lock, drawing the energy up from the base chakras up to the conscious mind, and release down through the auric field. And take a moment to experience long deep breaths. Coming back home to the wholeness of who we are, the beauty of who we are, but also the flawed nature of who we are. We cling and then we release. So the next exercise is for the neutral mind, which is heart-centered. The neutral mind is able to neutralize the positive forces, the negative force, the electric current, and to experience a bit more of this, we're just sitting with our legs wide apart, hands above our heads. I link my thumbs back straight. We're turning round to one foot, coming down, holding onto the foot. There's no hurry. On the out breath, you're coming in on the in breath, and then turning and coming back down. Imagining each foot represents the polar opposites, the positives, the negatives. And we're coming back to the heart center. Keeping the back as straight as possible. You'll feel the stretch through the legs. Stay with the breath and the experience in the body. Notice when you disappear into your thoughts. There's not a right or wrong, it's about experiencing these different bodies that we have and bringing them back home into this physical form. Last round, last two in other words. Now spreading the hands wide apart, we're holding both of these, we're holding the energies through our bodies, through the positive, negative minds, neutral mind, the soul body, bringing everything back into oneness. So we're holding both feet. If you can hold your toes, that's great. If not, just hold on to somewhere stable on your legs. And we're bowing down to the physicalness of being, of gathering ourselves in to being fully present in all these bodies. Pulling down and up. Breathing out as you go down and in as you come up, keeping the whole body system in a rhythm of feeling comfortable in your own skin. Now stretching down and hold it there. Pulling down as far as you can to experience the oneness of all these triangles that we're creating. And release back. Shake your legs out. And for the next few exercises, we can either come onto our kneeling position like that, or you can stay in easy pose or on a chair. I'm going to just put a cushion under my bum. And so we're going to now go into the arc line. And Kundalini Yoga, the arc line goes really through the heart. And it goes over our heads, so it's this triangle here. And we're going to do it with the spinal flex, holding on to your knees or your shins if you're sitting in easy pose. Opening the heart center with the shoulders back and releasing down, feeling the arc line. The huge sensitivity, especially in women, between the two breasts. This is not isolated, it cannot live outside of these other bodies. Always connecting it back to the soul. Opening more and more to who we already were. And coming back to center, Holding a stillness, we go to the next body, which is the auric body. So the arc line is held quite close to the body. The aura stretches right out. So we're going to hold our hands out, hands up, feeling into the auric body, which stretches like a huge balloon around us, coming down and up. Lifting your hands up straight, and holding your breath. Take a big breath in, hold the breath, drawing the energy up to the full height of your auric field. Allowing ourselves to shine in this challenging world. And release down through the center now. Do it through the channel of the Sushumna. Feeling the stillness of gathering ourselves in through all these bodies. Bringing our hands now onto our shoulders. We'll do twisting, staying now still with the pranic body, the auric field. We're now moving into the subtle realms higher up. Keeping your head looking forward, your hands in front of the shoulders, the thumbs behind. Breathing into the left and out to the right. Keep the shoulders dropped. If we see all these bodies as garments, they're in the washing machine. Being swirled around. Coming to the centre, putting our hands behind our heads if you can. I used to find this quite hard. And we're moving like angel wings up and down. So the back of our hands touches at the top. Really good for the shoulders, for the rotator cuff, which is a perennial problem, challenge with me. Breathing in as the hands go up and out as they go down. And release down. Staying very still, allowing every part of us to take up its rightful position in this electromagnetic field, feeling the heart beating in that electrical rhythm. Because when we die and leave these bodies, the electricity is no longer in the body. It becomes a piece of meat. Feeling into the electrical current that is pulsing through us in the life force. The pranic body breathing deeply through the belly. Watching the three minds play their role, protecting us, helping us believe in ourselves, holding neutrality from the heart. I like to notice where my hands are. Often I find all those energy points touching each finger. Just notice what's happening for you, where your hands are. Because that is the mudra that maybe is calling you. And feeling the electrical current going through your body. When it's too strong, we get terrible frights. And I've been ill. I can sometimes get those nervy ending feelings. But just now allowing that to be calmed, to be fully present to whatever is. Now as we gather ourselves, all these bodies together, we're going to do some arm pumps as actually looking forward, using everything we've been given on earth to find our way through the thicket, through the fog, the smoke, the haze, the heat, the rain. Lifting our hands up, so clasping hands together. I like to put my pointy finger out, lifting up and down. It's like a sword of fire. But nothing can stop us when we're balanced from fulfilling all that we've come to earth to do. Feeling it going through the field, right through the heart center, protecting us but leading us forward. Last few. and release down, staying with the energy, staying with the energetic fields that are always present but not always well coordinated. Now allowing your shoulders to do alternate shoulder lifts, tensing and releasing. We're all so much